Do you need encouragement to turn tragedies into your own triumphant life story? If so, this podcast is for you. Listen to powerful guests who have persevered through challenges so you can gain strength to build your championship life. The host of Professor of Perseverance podcast, Dr. James Perdue.
Hey, let's go and get started here. It's time for us to get fired up, motivated, get a little bit of inspiration, something that we can use, a little gold nugget, I would suggest, to help us get through our next trials and tribulation, our next challenge, our hardship or difficulty. You know what I'm talking about. And as I've always say, don't take it to the grave with you. Share it with someone that can use the information to help them get through their next trials and tribulation. Thank you for being here this morning. Hey, this is our guest today. Boy, has been through a lot. Let's imagine you. Let's say you were in a bad car accident. You got burnt pretty bad. Okay, burnt pretty bad. 80% of your body. All right, this is what happened to our guy. All right. Then he had a double hand transplant plus a face transplant. Can you imagine starting your life off new with all that going on? Medical technology is awesome for us to be able to work today. Hey, let's go and get started here. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Hi, nice to be on here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here and going from here. Now, let's go ahead and get started here, Joe. Now, you were what age when your car accident happened?
So I just turned 20 when I got into my car accident. My
Okay.
birthday was June 12th, and the car accident was July 13th.
Okay. And 80% of your body burnt.
Yes, 8%.
Yeah. Now, I've never been burned, but I can relate a little bit. My brother had 50% of his body burnt in a car wreck, and all the skin grafts and getting rid of all the, the burnt areas and scraping all that. He talking about all the pain he had. So I just can imagine, going what we went through, what you had to go through.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. 50% is a lot too.
50% is a lot. Have you ever met or talked with, his name is, he goes by W, just the W, letter W, Mitchell.
No, I never talked to him before.
You need to see if you can get a hold of him, email him, whatever. But he was burnt in a motorcycle accident, 60% of his body. And after all of that, going through the skin grafts like you had to do, about 5 years later, he was trying to learn to fly, one of them 2-seat planes, Cessna or whatever it is. And he came down to land and the plane bounced. And when it did, the other people that were in there, they got out. But when it bounced, it broke his back. So not only did he sustain the burns, but then he become paralyzed. So talking about a double whammy.
Yeah, that's a that's an incredible story.
Yeah. So I'd like y'all to meet and talk. That'd be nice. So,
Yeah, that'd be
all right,
cool.
Joe, let's go ahead and let me shut up and you take over because you're the star of the show here, buddy. Let's get your story. You go ahead and pick us up, put us in where you think we need to be.
So I was golfing with my dad one day, and like mid golfing, and got a phone call from my job asking me to not come to do some overtime. And I was like, yeah, I can do some overtime, get some 5 hours of sleep in. It's like 4 or 5 hours of sleep in, which I thought was normal because I was young, like 20 years old.
Oh yeah.
Just can power through. I usually slept 5 hours because I did night shift at the time. So I finished up my session with my dad, went home, got some sleep, clocked in, and then I just remember waking up from the coma 3.5 months later. So I just remember clocking in, and that was it. And I don't remember any of the pain or nothing. I guess my body just blacked out. But looking at the pictures that people took on the side of the road, it was just interesting how my body looked all burnt up. I still had my hair. My hair is still slicked back in the picture, which was kind of, it was funny to me because I had hair gel in it, so you figured it like burned up like instantly,
Yeah, you would think that'd been
like the first
fire,
day I did it.
fire kind of approved or whatever you would think. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I woke up from the coma like 3 hours later. They shaved my hair, which I was upset,
There you
but
go.
they had to see if it was burned or not, like my scalp. And like I was just bandaged up, so I couldn't see my hands, couldn't see anything, just all like white bandages. Kind of, it was kind of like a blur because I was on a lot of medications on top
Oh
of that.
yeah. Yeah.
But like, I just woke up, my mom was there. I just said like, how are the rims in my car, and because I knew I was in like some kind of a wreck, but didn't know the severity of it. She's like, Joe, your rims are good gone. So she told me like a quick story of it. I was like, oh, that's upsetting, but she didn't tell me yet I was 80% burned. The
Yeah.
next morning, the doctor told me, oh, Joe, you're 80% burned with your fingertips amputated off. Your eyelids were burnt off, so you had to suture them a certain way so like I could preserve the eyes as long as I could.
Hmm.
Because like in the long run they would, I'll go blind in the long run. So when he's telling me all this at like 5 o'clock in the morning, because that's when doctors do their rounds. So like I'm in and out like sleeping. I'm also on like a lot of medication, so like I'm not putting it two and two
Yeah,
together.
you're not comprehending it so well.
Yeah, so like then like the occupational therapies come in. That's like the hand therapist,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they take off my bandages and they're like stretching my fingers. It hurts.
Yeah.
I still don't know what's going on. I was just they're in pain. And then the PT's coming in, and that's when I can't even do a sit up. And I used to be a gym rat back in the day, and
Hmm.
squatting over 300 pounds, bench pressing over 225. I can't do a sit up, let alone stand up. It took
Yeah.
like 6 people to help me stand up. I'm also 6'1", and it felt like running a marathon. And uh, that's when I knew, oh, this is serious. I should like,
Oh yeah, you were so winded. Now you're going, this is worse than I thought.
yeah, like, oh, like what actually like happened now. And
Yeah.
then
Now
I just
what year was this?
2018.
Okay, so here recently is not that old.
Oh yeah, like 7 years old, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just constant rehab, trying to like walk again. And then it took me like half a month, and then I went into the rehab part, and I went backwards because they didn't have the right staffing, and my burns opened up. And like when your burns open up on the back of my legs, like onto us,
Yeah.
uh, they don't heal properly, so it takes months to heal instead of a couple of days like a normal skin.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I went backwards and I couldn't walk again. And then they switched all the staff around, so they got like the better staff, like the more experienced staff. And that's when I got out of the hospital, got out of the rehab in like a week.
Yeah, you said y'all are killing me. I need to go back where people know what
Yeah,
they're doing.
then I had to move back into my parents' house.
Yeah.
At 18 years old, I moved out.
Okay, now hold on. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves. Um, did the hospital you were at is they do all your skin grafting?
Yeah, so I was in a New Jersey hospital for the burns.
And so how long were you in there?
About like 3.5 months,
Okay.
4 months total.
Yeah, see, my brother, we're right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and he was at Vanderbilt, and he was one of the first burn patient in their unit at
Oh
that
wow.
time. And he was only there for like 4 days, and then they flew him to Boston, and he was put into a Shriners hospital. He was 17 years old,
Oh jeez.
and he was so he was put in Shriners, and there he was there for about 3 months, and that's where they did the skin grafts and stuff like that. So
Oh wow, that's crazy.
yeah. So okay. So about 3.5 months. That's pretty quick. I mean, well, I guess it's standard. His is about 3 months as well. So I guess that's pretty standard.
I
So
guess it also depends on the age, because like a younger person heals up faster.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that would make a difference as well. So all right, and so you're there now. Rehab. Where'd you go? because got all the skin to finally take and growing, and your burns are covered with the new skin. And so, where did you go for the rehab?
Just like an hour south of like the burn hospital to a different facility.
Okay, all right, and
I was there for like a month.
yeah, it just amazes me that they didn't know how to really treat, and they're tearing your wounds open again. That's and it's not because they're not trying. It's just because they didn't know.
Yeah,
And
like they're not like I was the first burnt person they saw. It
see,
was
they
usually
the
like older people that like broke their hips or
yeah,
like
yeah. See,
their
yep,
ankle.
yep, yep, yep. That explains more to me when you say you're the first burn person. Then
Yeah, like,
they
especially eighty
definitely
percent, like
yeah,
nonetheless.
yeah, and they definitely didn't understand what they had going on.
Oh yeah,
So
like I had like 2 or 3 nurses on me all the time.
yeah,
Like, they just didn't know.
so all right, Joe. So there about a month. So you said you come home to your mom and dad's place. And now how much more healing? They send a home health to you, to home physical therapy to work with you, or were you like an outpatient?
I was like an outpatient, so my mom had to take care of me. So it's like she put like the tuber grip on me and
Yeah.
all like the bandages on, and then I had to go to back to the hospital for rehab for like an hour or two.
Okay.
So she would drive me back and forth, which that's a pain, 25 minutes every
Yeah.
day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Because
then
that
I would just lay on
80%.
the couch.
Well, that 80% burnt. That 25 minutes is take you 15 minutes getting in the car comfortably.
Oh yeah, like yeah, it was
So,
like a process.
uh huh. Yeah. Um. Yeah, so it sounded like your mom became like my mom. My mom had to learn to change the dressings and put the any medicine on the burns and stuff, and she had to learn to be
A
uh,
nurse.
she had to learn to be a nurse. Yeah, I wish my mom's 86 now and got dementia. She's had to take care of my brother burned 50%. I'm paralyzed in a wheelchair when I was 19, so I'm a quadriplegic, and she took care of our youngest son to become an alcoholic, and he
Oh wow.
died. He died 2008. Um, so she had to learn to be a nurse. I wish I can get her an honorary nursing degree,
I know.
for
Yeah, I
everything
don't
she
know how
had to
they do it,
do.
the moms.
Yeah. So, hey, Jan, thank you for coming in here. So, all right, all right. So, how long did they figure? Let's do this transplant and see what happens. Because you got two hands and a face transplant. So,
Oh
how
yeah.
long did doctors suggest this, or did you, your mom, family, y'all suggest, hey, is there anything out there?
So we didn't even think nothing of it. We went to a Jersey plastic surgeon, and he was like, "There's nothing more I can do. Like you don't have any more help to your skin. I can like open up your eyes or open up your mouth more. But there's a doctor in New York City, and they're looking to do a face and double hand transplant."
Uh
And I
huh.
was like, "Okay, like let's try it." It was all my decision. It took about like 2 or 3 weeks for me to see the New Jersey plastic surgeon,
Yeah.
and then about like half a month until I saw Dr. Rodriguez, who performed that surgery. And like he called me into his office, uh, told me the whole like plan of the face into my hand transplant, how there was two before me, and the first one passed through on the table, the second one the hands failed, and I was like, okay. And then he told me his game plan, and I just liked how he like explained it. He was didn't have that doctor ego that a lot of them have. Like, I'm always right, it has to be this way.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
He asked me like questions about the procedure. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's good. Like,
See,
I
yeah,
guess he just
that
wants
would
to hear my opinion. But
yeah, yeah. That's like when I got first paralyzed and I was in rehab, and they got mad I wasn't asking questions, and I was going, I've never been paralyzed before. You're the expert. y'all should know. Y'all should be telling me. And same thing with him asking questions or asking you to ask questions. You're going, I don't know. It sounds good. You're the expert.
Yeah, so like,
Now
I,
I'm 40 years in, I could ask questions because I know, but newly injured, we don't know.
yeah, and especially when like it's never been successfully done before. I
Yeah,
never heard of it either. Uh, like the first question I asked him was what kind of car he drove,
there you go.
and so
He's probably going, uh, what's this got to do about what we're trying to do? No,
yeah, it's like I don't know,
no.
like
Now,
I can't like, and he told
fingers,
me,
were your fingers, I mean, obviously your hand and fingers are burnt bad enough to do this transplant, but did you lose your fingers in the fire? I don't want to sound
uh,
too graphic with this. My brother, he didn't lose his, but they wanted to amputate his left hand because it burnt so bad. And my mom told him he's left-handed, naturally left-handed, and so they worked hard and saved his hand then. So, so it just wondering. Obviously, they had to be bad. So,
yeah, no, they amputated my fingers off. They couldn't save it. They
okay,
were just burnt. They had like too much third degree burn.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, okay. And so this is an alternative to getting some new hands, new to you hands. Okay. Um, Now let me go back and ask you. You mentioned about your eyelids being burned off. Did you mentioned something? Are you blind, somewhat blind, a little bit, or can you see? I see you wearing glasses, but does that make you see normal?
yeah, it kind of makes you normal. Like I just can't see text messages from far
Okay,
away.
okay,
But like I can see perfectly fine. But like from like when I'm driving, I wear glasses because of the high
okay. So
beams.
now you open up a new can of worms here. So after everything, you're back to driving.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like driving. So I'm a car guy. So like driving is like one of my passions.
Oh yes, I remember. I didn't drive for the first 2 years. I didn't know people in wheelchairs could, because again, where I lived, I'd never met spinal cord injury, and finally went to a place and said, "Yeah, you can drive." And boy, the freedom that brought back, the independence brought back when you finally can drive and get away from everybody. And of course, they're just as happy I'm away from them,
Oh yeah.
because we've been together, for 2 years and we're arguing, complaining with each other, and so for me to get away, to give them a break and me a break from them, that independence getting back from driving is, man, that was phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Like people always ask me, "Are you scared to drive?" No. Like I want to drive, but when I was burned, my
Yeah.
parents did not let me.
Why wouldn't want you on the road, Joe, if you're scared to drive? I mean, I want you to be able to be confident out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody, if you're scared to drive, you don't really need to be driving then, you know.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah. I see people that look scared when they drive. I pass them. It's like if you're scared, don't drive, especially in the snow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as we get older, we kind of learn our limits because I don't like driving in the snow. So, all right, Joe. So now let's go. Let's go. We bypassed here. You met with this doctor talking about the double hand transplant, and he's also mentioning the face transplant. Want to do all of them, right?
Yeah, like all at the same time with the same donor.
And the first guy you said they tried passed away on the operating table. He didn't make it through. Second guy, you said what happened?
The hands. So back in like the I think late 2000s, that lady got attacked by that chimpanzee. Like her face and hands got messed up.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, the girl in Boston. So
Yeah,
she did
I
a
remember
face
that.
for the hand transplant, but the hands failed.
The hands failed. They didn't work. They didn't attach to her.
Yeah, something. I look. I was like in middle school when that happened, so I like
Yeah, I
look into
remember the
it. I
story. I
remember.
don't remember when it happened, but I remember that story. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right. So
her
you're
hands
so you're
failed.
you're really with a big main doctor if he worked with her. So
Yeah, and then so my doctor, he also did face transplants before me.
okay. So you weren't going in as the first person ever, but you're the first person successful double hand transplant and face transplant.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Now, how long the procedure? How long did surgery take? Did they do
So the
both on the
surgery was
same
23 hours
day?
long.
They do both on the same day, or do the hands one day and the face later on?
The same day, the surgery took 23 hours with like 160 doctors and nurses
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
total.
And your donor was a 47-year-old. I
A
think I read.
48 passed away of a stroke.
Okay, all right. And they wanted to leave their body to help other people, right? I mean,
Yeah, so he
I'm
also
assuming that's when you sign your donor card.
yeah, so his organs also went out to other donors, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand. I understand that. Well, this guy here is a little angel here
Oh yeah, super
that he
super
was
cool.
able to provide, to you, and I don't know. You can do what, 7 different other people with other stuff, probably more than that. With the organs and stuff like that. So, all right, he's a little angel. So I'm from there. So, all right, Joe. Well, you go ahead. I don't have another question. I do have a couple of questions here, but I want you go ahead with your story.
Oh yeah, so I moved back to my parents' house, and then uh, I got the transplant. So after I met Dr. Rodriguez, it was instantly just testing for the transplant. That took about a half a year to a year, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I'm already on the transplant list. COVID's going through it, and then obviously the search for a donor kind of slows down because my doctor's busy helping out with everything, and then also don't want the donor to have COVID, and I get it too. And then I could die from that because I'm immune compromised
Oh yeah.
instantly. Uh, so it took about 2 years. I know about like a year and a half to 2 years to find to get the donor and get the call. And then as soon as I got the call, we had to rush into New York City to the hospital. And then the next morning they performed this operation. It took about 23 hours. And when I woke up, it was like instant hand pain because of the nerves growing back. It kind of felt like cats clawing at my palms.
Uh huh.
And as soon as I woke up, like a bunch of nurses ran to me. Uh, I was like a 1-to-1, so I always had a nurse watching me at all times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a double edged sword because you always have someone to talk to, but then there's always someone there. You don't get no alone time.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
So
now let me ask this question here. You had your fingers amputated because it burned so bad. Did you have what's called the phantom pains uh, with your fingers? Did you know try to scratch your nose or something? And you go, oh, I forgot I don't have the fingers
actually, I know I never experienced that.
before the transplant.
Yeah, I never experienced phantom pain.
Okay, so this is what's amazing to me is you never experienced the phantom pain, the missing of the finger, but once you woke up with the hand transplant, you were having some pain issue. So that
Oh,
means something's working.
yeah, I knew instantly that the nerves are all connected because he did his job good. They're all connected.
Yeah,
I
good
felt pain
deal.
instantly.
All right. I wasn't expecting it to be that instant. I was expecting it to take I don't know, a month, 3 weeks, for stuff to connect and, together and grow together.
Oh
So
yeah, I couldn't move my hands or nothing. I couldn't move my
yeah,
fingertips, but instant sensation pain.
yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm surprised to hear that.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
all the
awesome.
doctors are happy, but I I wasn't too happy.
Well, yeah, they didn't know who they're hoping with their what they call with their hypotheses. Okay, so from there, so hey, Jan's asking a question. Do you still have pain?
Oh yeah, I still have pain today. I take gabapentin to take the edge off, but
Hmm.
it's always there. I'm always running a 4 or 5.
Okay, Um, all right, Joe. Let me see. All right. So, how long after surgery did everybody feel confident everything's going great?
Oh, instantly, like as soon as like I came out of surgery, my doctor came to see me and uh he gave me a candy bar, like a fake candy like Baby Ruth, and my
There you
mom
go.
got me one, and he actually fed it to me because I wasn't allowed to use my hands yet.
Yeah.
Only the occupational therapists were allowed to touch them. But like I was able to hold a water bottle a couple of days after the surgery if I was placed there correctly. I could like hold it and then squeeze it just a little bit, like a week out of the surgery.
Okay.
So like I was dedicated for like to get back to like working them out again and
Oh
motivated.
yeah. 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 So that's another amazing. That within a week you're moving fingers and starting to gain control. That's amazing how our body can adapt.
Oh yeah, and then like my doctor is so confident in me just working that he actually went on vacation to Miami for a little bit.
There you go. He says,
So, and
Joe,
I was like, well, if he's that comfortable just to leave, then like one, I'm in good hands. So
that's right.
that's some
Yeah.
around him.
That would give me confidence that if he's going to take a little vacation, then things must be going according to uh what everybody's anticipating. So
Yeah, everything is going to plan, and uh, everything was perfect, and like in the doctor's eyes, and then like a couple weeks in, I was doing the face reveal came on the documentary, and I was able to hold the mirror, which technically you really not like can't like in the medical books. No one with a hand transplant was able to hold it like a mirror or anything
yeah,
in the amount of time I was.
yeah.
So I was able to hold a mirror to look at my face, and I was like, wow, it was really slow. I looked like Ben Franklin, so I had like longer hair because they weren't allowed to cut it in the
Uh,
hospital.
there you go.
But like I was like
Sunshine. Thank you
super,
for coming in, Sunshine. Great seeing you.
I was like super grateful and happy. I got it done. I was like, oh, this isn't the final look either. So I was more like focused on working and getting my fingers active and my face. Because also my eyes were also swollen shut for like a week, so I wasn't able to see my
From the
face for a week.
transplant. Yeah.
So I was like, I had to talk to people like without knowing who they are. So it's just very funny imagining in your head what people look like, judging off their voice
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
like how
yeah.
where the mind like pictures things. And then like I could also hear my parents' voice and I knew who they were instantly.
Yep, yep, yep. Good. Sunshine, if you have any questions, throw it in there for Joe. Joe, he'll like to answer them with you. So, um, and Sunshine just coming in. Joe was in a car wreck and had 80% of his body burnt, and first person successfully have a double hand transplant and face transplant. All right, Joe, let's get to the face a little bit here. When you looked in the mirror for the first time, you talking about holding it. How surprised you going? That's you. Of course, you know it's not your face, but you're going. That looks nothing like me.
Uh, so I prepared for that moment before the surgery.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna have someone to say something, and then looking at all the other documentaries, I was like, okay, it's gonna be puffy after, and that's not the final result. But when I saw, I was like, wow, like it matches my skin pretty good when it's not that red, and I was like super grateful. Just everything looked really good, and then I was healthy, and then I was just like super happy it worked.
Oh wow! I would imagine super healthy, happy. Oh, I'd definitely be throwing a little party there. So, hey, before we go any further, what's the name of your book you got just come out here recently, hadn't it?
My book is called 80% Gone.
80% gone. All right.
80% Gone, yeah.
So, anybody hopping out there, get you a book to read on 80% gone, Joe's story, and hey, go ahead and get it for a Christmas present. Hide it for the next 8 months. So, all right. Um, oh, don't even hold it for Christmas. Buy a copy and give it to people now. Okay,
For
don't wait till
Easter.
Christmas. So, all right. How long, Joe, did it take for your muscles to react with your face for you to be able to? I mean, I'm assuming I know you're talking, so you're moving your jaw and moving the face. Are you able to smile? Whatever else.
Oh yeah, so like pretty pretty early on, I was able to like talk. I was talking through my trach,
Yeah.
which is like the hole in my neck that you see now.
Uh huh.
I had a trach in there, and technically you can't really talk through a trach, but like somehow I did. That's how powerful my lungs were in.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was working, like all the nerves, because before the surgery, I had to go to a doctor's office, a speech therapist, and we planned out a whole like button system where I'd push a button and say, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom," or "I'm hungry," or "Can you do this? Can you do that?" But I didn't need to do that because I was able to talk like instantly after the surgery. So like all my lips were moving quickly. I could smile a little bit, but the swelling prevents me from like really showing it.
Yeah.
But like I didn't need a speech therapist at all. Like they were there to like guide me and see if I, like everything's working. But I was able to talk instantly, and they were super happy. It's just very weird when the speech therapist has to feed you because they have to do their test on, oh, Joe can eat this,
Oh
Joe
yeah.
can swallow properly. Uh, so like if like I had to do like a swallow test, so like they would mix applesauce and graham crackers together, which it's a weird mixture to begin with, but
Oh
that's what they
yeah,
did.
yeah. That's that's the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, all right, Joe. Jan asked a question. She said, since you have donor hands, assuming you're taking on the donor's fingerprints.
I think so. Yeah. So we were thinking about doing a TSA pre-check, and you need to do fingerprints. But then, like after we traveled like twice, and then we saw that the pre-check lines are getting too long, so there's no point again a pre-check. So I never got to test out my fingerprints yet.
I was just
So,
thinking, I could see this being a movie and a wild story. You know how they got these horror movies.
oh
Can
yeah,
you know you got this hand transplant, but then your transplant is from the Zodiac. You know what
oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
And then they've run your fingerprints, and all of a sudden they're trying to get you for the Zodiacs, all them killing
oh,
and
that's a
everything
good
back.
plot twist.
Wow! I just thought of that. I know it has nothing to do with what we're thinking. I'm just thinking,
Oh, yeah,
wow,
that's a good plot twist. Yeah, yeah, I like that one.
wow.
I was thinking like a bank robbing movie.
Yeah, yeah, bank robbing, any type of anything, and your fingerprint, and they're trying to arrest you because your fingerprints, and you have to prove to them these are not my hands. I mean, they are my hands, but they're not my hands.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, I could see a movie. You need to jump in on a movie for that one. So, all right, Joe. Now here's a dumb question. I know this is dumb, but smell. Are you able to smell?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there's no dumb questions for me. I could smell. I have smell, taste, and hearing, which is actually like kind of surprised. I also didn't have smoke inhalation either. So I had to do like a lung test before the surgery.
Yeah.
So nothing internal was damaged. I have all my teeth. No broken bones.
All
Uh,
right. It's just
yeah,
the
but like I
bad
was
thing of the.
surprised at the loss of hearing because I was assuming like, it was a loud crash because like my car flipped and everything and caught on fire. So like I assumed it'd be loud and like no hearing loss.
Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing how things happen, but a lot of other things didn't happen.
I know. Yeah. Like, sometimes I think about if I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, flew out of the car. I just got some, a couple of cuts and like broken bones instead of being 80% burned. I think
Or
about that
dead, right?
sometimes.
Or dead.
Oh yeah, that too.
They say wear your safety belt to prevent. Yeah, but also that safety belt may have kept you in the car and caused all this. So I'm a proponent that it shouldn't be a law you have to save it. It ought to be the people's choice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's I'm a proponent of that one. So I understand it can save lives, but also I understand it keeps you in a position and you can't get out. So from there, all right, Sunshine, you must have a day off today. I'm glad you're here though. So all right, the Sunshine and I can. You said there's no such thing as a stupid question. Sunshine, I don't know if you can agree with me on this one, but I used to teach school for a while, and I used to tell the kids, no such thing as a stupid question. Ask it. 4 or 5 other people may have the same one. You're just not asking. So
Yeah,
one
don't
day
be
a
scared to
student,
ask the question.
yeah, well, one student asked a question off topic, not anything we're doing, but asked this question. And I didn't say it was a stupid question, but I did say, and I forgot the student's name, but I did say, I know I told you there's no such thing as a stupid question, but you're riding that borderline right there.
I know,
So,
yeah.
so I did say that to her. So, but she was just trying to get me off topic. All right, Joe. I'm assuming you're taking medication so your body don't reject your face and hands.
Yeah, I take immunosuppressant pills. I take about like 5 a day, and then I also have to go once a month to a transplant infusion called Belatusup, and it's an IV infusion only. And so far, that's been working a lot better than taking like another transplant pill.
Yeah. Now you go. I'm sorry, I missed something, but you go once a month for what now?
A transplant infusion called
Okay.
Belatusup.
Okay.
It's IV only, so it can only go through the veins.
Okay. All right. Um, Sunshine, well, she said she's on spring break. All right. Thank you for spending a few minutes of spring break with us. So, all right. And Jan, thank you for getting up early this morning. So, all right. Joe, let me ask. I did see on your, I don't know if it's Facebook or Instagram, but one of your reels, and you made a comment that the doctor said with the transplant, face transplant, that you'll look similar to what you were beforehand. And then you put a comment, not even close, or didn't
Right.
happen, or something like that.
Oh yeah, so like with all the other face transplants, when the swelling comes down, you're basically your skin shrinks to your bone structure.
Mm-hmm.
But like since I'm 80% burned, all my lymphatic system is all messed up.
Yeah.
It needs to be drained out manually, but the lady that does it for me the right way lives in California. So whenever she comes see her in-laws in New York, I go to see her. So that's why my face is still swollen and like red.
So you have to get that your face drained so often because your body's not doing it like it should be doing.
Yeah, because I'm burned and
Yeah.
it messed up like the lymphatic system that like drains out like all your like swelling out of your body and all the toxins out.
All right, this is one of them educated words here. Sunshine, he done learnt me something. Sunshine, he done learnt me something. Learnt me something. So that's that Tennessee talk.
Uh,
So learnt it. I done learnt something.
oh
So
yeah, I learned something too. I
yeah,
know
learnt,
that.
not learned, learnt.
Yeah.
I learnt something. So all right, Joe. Let me ask this question. And I forgot I was talking to Jan about it last night. I was going to ask. I kind of forgot what it was. Um, Jan, if you remember, put a little note on there because I kind of forgot what it was. So, oh, I remember now, Jan. I remember Sunshine. I remember. All right, Joe. I remember. Um, your donor was 47, 48 years old. You were 22. Does your face and hands age with as the 47, 48-year old, or has it, fully adapted and it's regressed age and it's aging with you like you would be, or
That's a good
no one
question.
knows, or
I
no
don't
one
know.
knows.
I never actually got that question. I would assume that it ages with like the skin of the donor. So like I'll be like in my 50s now with the face and hands, but I got like two debulking. They call it debulking, where they like surgically take out the swelling, and they also like pull your give you like a facelift in a way.
Hmm.
So I got two of those before like everything finalized right now. Uh, so maybe I don't look that old or wrinkly because they did two debulking surgeries to pull my skin backwards. Well, hopefully I don't get the wrinkles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. You can feel like a celebrity now on that
Yeah,
part. So, all right. Well, definitely you need to, I don't know, get hold of somebody and do a, I don't know, a little documentary or a movie from this, Joe. I mean, the scientific world would love to see it, knowing with the transplants, but you need to get more recognized out there and get more than just your book. This is a incredible story of survival. What at 80%? What do you think made you want to keep living? I mean, I know people that's been hurt a lot worse than you, and they don't want to go. They don't want to go any further. What do you think gave you the impulse to say, "I'm riding this out. I'm fighting this out. I'm going to do the best I can"?
I think just having positive people around me, because like all my in the burning, all my nurses were positive. Like not like I didn't really meet anyone negative, and then
Uh
my
huh.
parents are also positive people. So like just having like nice people, nice positive people around me.
Well,
My
you're
mom
you're
always like had like food around, like always giving me food.
yeah.
I guess that's like a coping mechanism. And
Well,
then
you
just
you
having like a
you
good support system just made me keep
yeah.
going and
Yes,
things.
yeah. That's definitely you got to have a great support system. Um, but you were raised into a positive atmosphere, so you already had that kicked into your ability, your mindset already.
Yeah, so like growing up, like obviously we like every family has like their fighting phase. Like we like argued, but like we never showed like sadness or like when we went to funerals, we weren't the people crying at the funerals. We just trying to be like the like seeing something positive and like they left us a good life and good memories.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, oh, like oh, someone left us. It's like, well, now they're leaving us with good memories now, I guess.
Yeah, nowadays people don't do the funeral sadness, maybe elderlies, maybe, but a lot of people are doing this celebration of life, is what they call it. So,
Yeah, so like we were always like trying to celebrate something or trying to do something fun. And like I never really see my parents like upset or sad, but like I seen them fight, but never like upset. I guess they hid that from us, so I just always had that positive mindset and like
yeah, yeah.
motivation.
That's good. That's cool. I tell you,
Always
one of the one
fun.
of the
Always
things that was funny with me is I'm laying on this bed, can't move, paralyzed. And I'm staring at the ceiling because I can't sit up like you said. You couldn't sit up. I couldn't sit up and watch TV or anything. And my grandmother, she used to be a nurse, and she came in one day and got a ladder brought in, and she taped pictures of women from the Victoria's Secrets catalog on the ceiling for me to look at. So that's where we got my positivity from, going back from my grandparents to my mom, and she birthed me with this positivity.
that's really funny. Yeah,
Yeah, she's putting up Victoria's Secrets pictures up here on the ceiling, so I have something to look at. So,
that's nice.
all right, Joe, let me yeah, say that'd be wild. Jan, she has a question here. Can you grow a beard or any facial hair?
Oh
Has
yeah,
the
so there's actually pictures online. One time we were gonna see my wife's grandpa, and he has like a goatee. So I thought it'd be funny to grow a goatee and like to match with him.
yeah,
So like me and him, there's a picture out there of me and a goatee somewhere.
okay. So the facial hair
I
can
do
still
a
grow.
mustache, but like that's just for like just joking around. I'm not a huge facial hair guy, so I
Yeah.
shave every other day.
All right, now let me go back to your hands. How much movement control? Say, I don't have anything hardly in my hands. I can open, close when I do the what's called tenodesis. But how much movement and control do you have with your hands?
I don't have like 100%. I would say like maybe like 45% is like there. I can't like move them individually. I
Yeah,
can like grab certain things.
they have
Uh,
to work in a group.
yeah, like yeah, all my fingers work together in one and sync.
Yeah.
But like I can still like get things done, but it just takes a lot longer to do. Like it could take someone like 30 seconds to do something, but it'll take me like a minute one day, or
Oh yeah.
a different day could take you 5 minutes for the same thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's really aggravating on how like I did this yesterday for like a minute, but it's taking me 10 minutes today.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's like that was a huge like learning curve, and I still get aggravated till to this day with that
Yeah. You
stuff.
still. Yeah. You got to learn that patience.
Like,
Got to learn to get that patience. So yeah, I've had the same thing. I can do something. Took me 45 seconds. Then the next time I try it again, yeah, I'm cussing it and everything because it
oh
took me
yeah,
more than 4 minutes. And for the same thing, yeah, I've been there before too. Yeah. So all right. Joe, you got anything else you want to share with us? This is a big one too. And Jay and I talked about this. You're married,
oh yeah,
Joe?
yeah. I got married
Come
December
on, Joe.
5th.
You're lying to us. You know, woman wouldn't want to be with a person burnt like you. You're
No,
lying to us.
yeah, December 5th. I got married at 24.
There, congratulations.
Oh
So
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I read a little bit about your bio that she was going to school practicing to be a nurse, and I guess she had heard about your incident and everything going on, and then y'all met, and then everything went after that, huh?
yeah, like yeah. She came to Philly to meet her professor and her friend, and I live an hour from Philly, so she drove out and saw me, and
That's amazing. That's awesome.
yeah,
So, um, I want to do and it. I know it's going to be the times when she's not at work, and she can let me know. But I would like to do a story with her, an interview about caring for you and what got her to jump in and take this deal. So I would love to get her side of the story too.
oh
So
yeah, yeah, that's
if
pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah, if you can pass it on to her and getting I don't care if it's a Saturday or Sunday. If she's off on that's the only time she's off, we'll do it.
oh
So
yeah, that'd be good. I think
yeah,
yeah,
so
probably a weekend. Yeah,
yeah, that we'll do it. Just so I can get her story in. So all right, Joe. So, you got anything else? This is just amazing. I'm just glad that you survived. I'm glad you had the will to want to survive. I'm glad you wanted to dip the toe in the old. Of course, there's more than the toe. You put the whole foot and everything in for this transplants and everything. And so you're showing other people what is possible, and I'm just glad that everything's working all right for you. I know it ain't the best world you ever dreamed of,
oh
but at
yeah,
least it's what I call it. At least it's a decent and good one.
oh yeah. It's always a good day when you're above the grave.
That's what they say, right? When you're
Yeah,
above the dirt, it's all right, huh? So, all right. Got anything else you want to share with us?
yeah. Like I like to leave a positive note. Going through all my burns on situations, I like to like stay in my own lane and just focus on myself and don't let someone's like 5 seconds to 30 stare at you ruin your whole day or week. Because that like everyone stares at people and will judge them no matter how they look. So don't let someone stare ruin your day.
Yeah, I remember people, yeah, looking at me the first time I was in a wheelchair, and I was getting a little subconscious with it, and I had to finally learn to go. Uh, Curious is one thing, I can deal with if they ask questions. But yeah,
Yeah, like especially little kids. I always find that funny when people stare because like I'm 6'1" and I also don't hide my burns either. So like I know they're gonna stare no matter what. So I was like, might as well just show it off and see what happens.
well,
But
curiosity,
nothing
yeah.
bad interactions happened so far.
I wish parents would let the children ask questions because they're curious. There was one time I was in the store and I was pushing around, and all of a sudden I went to put my right hand on my wheel to push, and I felt something. I looked down there. There was a little girl with her hand on my wheel, and she was helping me push. And I was going, "Hey, thank you, honey." Like, well, her mother grabbed her, picked her up, bounced her into that buggy seat up there, and she said, "I go, ma'am, she didn't do anything bad. She's just curious." She said, "Well, she'll never bother you again." I said, "Yeah, you're right, because your attitude, she's going to be afraid of people like me."
I know,
And
yeah.
I wish they would just let them ask the questions um, from there. So, hey, Bird, thank you for coming in, buddy. He said, "What an inspiration. Didn't quit before the blessings." Says, reminds him of Romans 5, 3, and 4. All right. Joe, give everybody that book name again. And
My
your
book is like
into
80% gone.
and your Instagram and stuff so they can get a hold of you.
My Instagram is 80% gone, and like Facebook is Joseph DiMeo.
All right. And I'll put those in the show notes to make it a little easier too. So, all right. Think we're going to move on. Joe, I appreciate it. I'm glad we got to meet. Let's do this old thing called not be a stranger. And from there. So definitely tell your wife I'd like to interview her, get her
Oh yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for having me on. I'll let her know.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for being here. And Jan Sunshine Bird, thank you for coming in. And I think we're done. Oh, right before we hopped on, you asked what kind of doctor am I? And I have an education doctor, just a doctor of education. Joe, you asked that. And I tell people, I can't write out a prescription for you, but I can drive you to your pharmacist and pick them up if you need me to.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's really good. Yeah.
all
That's a
right,
good
Joe,
one.
buddy, thank you for being here. I would like to get later on with you again and just talk, see how life's treating you
Oh yeah,
later
I think
on.
so, yeah. It was
Six
nice
months,
talking to you.
6 months, 8 months, a year, or something like that, and see how life's going. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
hear
it
about
was nice talking to you. Yeah.
a little Joe on the way, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe.
So, all
If
right,
it happens, it happens.
there you go. Everybody else, thank you for coming in. Thank you for sharing this out. I'm Dr. James Purdue, the professor of perseverance. Do something today, tomorrow, something next week that's going to help you persevere past your paralysis.